Right, well, hello everybody, and welcome to valguero. I think I've pronounced that right. Don't ask me to pronounce it too many times. How you all doing? Hope you're all in fine health. Gonna start the video off by, or the stream off by apologising. There's been no videos through the week. Basically, I did mention in my last video, I think it was on Outlaws of the Old West, that I was going away for a few days. Hence why there's not been any videos, no streams or anything like that. So big apologies to any of you guys that have been waiting for anything. But we're back, and we're on valguero. I'm saying it, I'm getting there. The more I say it, I dare say the more I get used to it. But yeah, this is a beautiful map, there's a hell of a lot of places to explore, a whole lot of taming to be done. I'm going to go into what we've been doing off camera. Basically, I downloaded this map on the day of its release, so we've done quite a bit off camera, if you like, basically just to get us familiar with this new map. So we've got a base as such, but it's not going to be our permanent base. My next base adventure will be shared with you guys. We've got quite a few animals too. Quite a few of which has been sort of like handed down to me, if you like, by other players. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, if you could be so kind to leave us a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, any comments as always down below if you please, and share the video if you like it. That much does help us out a hell of a lot. So anyway, let's get on. Right, so as you can see, I'm already, I've got metal armor. I've taken my hat off. Look at my hairdo. Bit much, isn't it? But today's video is not about what I look like. It's just, we're going to go off. We're going to go over to the redwoods, because that is where I love to build. And I'm going to try and find an half decent spot to actually build at. So yeah, here we go then. So I'm going to show you first of what we've been doing. Over there behind me, if you look just above my head, that is where I actually spawned in. As a dear little island, that is the very first choice on your spawn area when you first load in the game. We shall venture over there as well. We're going to venture off everywhere around this map. Aberration is in the is on the map as well. We might not get down there today, but we will eventually get down there. I'd like to make a base down there as well. The only problem is rock drakes and things like that are not in the game as yet. Whether they are going to be coming in, I don't know. And there's probably one or two other dinos from Aberration that are not actually in here as of yet. But anyway, we've got obviously the snowy mountains behind us. We've got the redwood, which is to my right. It's on my left at the moment, but you know, when I'm looking towards the base area, it'll be on my right. What else have we got? There's quite a few areas, and there are one or two little new dinos. There's a raptor looking thing. I have got one. It's not very high level, but I shall show you that in a second. So anyway, let's have a look at what we've been doing around the base. Alrighty then, there we go. So this is the base as it is at the moment. You would think that that is a wall over there, but it's not. I built that yesterday because I noticed that there were some carnos. They were coming from the redwood down into our sort of like safe zone. So I've blocked that off. So that is actually a holding area for dinos. It's still work in progress, so you'll have to bear with me. Right, so anyway, as you can see, we've got a greenhouse, as you can see here, and it was Mick, Gamer Mick, that pointed out these new crop plots, which I'm liking. You can take all the edges off, or the sides off, so it actually just looks like dirt, which I like. We shall go into that later on. They're all irrigated, all seeded, all fertilized and everything. The pipe comes from obviously down there. There is a great big pool of water down there, so we were able to irrigate all this. We've got the what is she? This is the gardener. Well, she will collect all the berries and everything for you. You probably already know this. As you can see, I started this yesterday, and this is what we've got. The gather rates are sort of like, they're not high, but they are very much bearable. So you haven't got to, go around gathering all day long. Here we have, this must be the farmer, is what he does. He will sort of like distribute the fertilizer into all of the crop plots as and when they need it, which is a bonus. And they're all powered by the tech generator. Now, if anybody were to join this server, if any of you guys do want to join it, send me a private message and I'll give you the details for it. This is not my server. This is a friend of mine. His name is ODM, sorry. And it's a US based server. If I show you my ping, if I press escape, you'll see my server ping is 49, which is absolutely excellent. You know, being as it's across the pond, if you like, where this server is sort of like hosted from. So yeah, private message me if you want to join. It's PvE. There could be maybe very much later on in life, if you like, the chance of it becoming sort of like a PvP. I'll have to have a word with Odie. Everybody can get their bases up and what have you, and then maybe just have a couple of days or something like that once a month, as a PvP, just so we can go around killing each other. But that is down to Odie. That's nothing to do with me. Anyway, so moving on, what else have we got? This is the base. Here I've made this basically just to gather dodo eggs. So I've just got a little round circle. I've tamed all these. I think there's like one male lucky chap, and I think there's 4 females, because we needed to gather a certain amount of eggs so we could get, I think it was the nanny or something like that. I can't remember. No, the hatchery, sorry, which we have. You'll probably see that we've got a fair few flyers. Now the Quetzals, everything was caught and tamed. What's the word I'm looking for? Legitimately. There's no spawning anything in. Everything you see here is done with the mechanics of the game. So we've got ourselves quite a high level Quetzal up there, which Mick was kind enough to give to me yesterday. I've got one up there called Billy. That is my first one. So we actually have, I think it's a 300 male and a 300 female, which we're going to be breeding from at some point. I love my RGs, Argentavis, which are these birdie looking things. I've got a 300 male and a 300 female. 300 dinos are max. That is the max level for wild dinos, unless of course you want to go for tech dinos, which are, I think, is it 20% or something higher than the max level. So if you were to get a 300 tech Quetzal, it would probably be 360 or something like that, maybe. I can't remember how it goes, but there you go. But anyway, these are my babies. I like these a lot, and I am actually breeding them as we speak. Just letting them lay loads of eggs. This is the new raptor looking thing. You're probably wondering why most of my dinos are black and red. Well, I've got this artist, if you like, on the server, and she goes around and she will paint my animals as and when I want. And I love the color black and red. It's 2 colors that go well together. Always have done, always will do. So yeah, black and red is my color. Now this one is not black and red. Why are you asking that? Because the one of the ankylos that it was bred from wasn't black or red. That is the reason being. So sometimes it might have, like, as you can see, like the back spines on it are black. Let me go in here and I'll show you what I mean. I've actually got a brown sort of like, well, I would say that's like a gingery kind of color RG here, and it's breeding with this black and red one. Now if I were to breed 2 black and red Argies together, I would end up with black and red baby Argies. But as I've done these two together, this is what we've ended up with. Black, and it's sort of like, it's like a darkish brown on the tail feathers, as you can see there, look. And I like that too, so I might keep these two the way they are. And at the moment these are sort of like spinning out at 440. That's their level. Oh, I need a drink or something. I have noticed over the last few days I do seem to be eating and drinking a hell of a lot in this game. Don't know why. So anyway, we've actually got a male 440 and we've got a female 440. They were twins. They came out of the same egg. So that's it. So as you will see over here, the reason why they're over here at the moment is because this was my first kind of build on my own. So I'll just set up everything here. We've got a hatchery here, and as you can see, it is gathering eggs. We had the Ankylos on breeding, and we've also got Therazinos on breeding as well. There's the nanny. Every one of you should know what the nanny does. For those who don't, when you've got an egg and it's ready to be hatched, you'd pick it up, drop it on the floor, and it will obviously hatch. Now, is what the nanny will do. She will take care of this part. If you look down, where are you? No, that's the wrong part. Show ancestors. Where's the imprint thingy? Oh, I think I've got to be on the bird. Let's go outside. Let's go on this one, because this was a what do you call it? Has that got a saddle on it? No, it doesn't. Where's me one that's got a saddle? I bet it's up there. But anyway, they take care of the imprinting for you, so you don't have to keep coming back every 20, 30, 40, 50 or even an hour to add the imprint. The nanny does it for you, which is a godsend. Bloody good godsend, because when the game first came out and I started playing it, the imprinting was a bit of a headache, because, you know what I mean, you had to set yourself a timer. You could go out in the world and do something in between imprints, but if you forget to do that one, you're guaranteed that you weren't going to get 100% imprint. So the nanny, great member to the game. And as you can see, we've got the chemistry bench, we've got the fabricator. Also, these will craft, this machine here will craft the things, you know, structures and what have you, or whatever you, tools or stuff like that, that the S Plus bench won't. And everything here is actually S Plus. We got the old grinder that will grind down everything that you don't want into much needed resources. We got the upgrade bench, so we have got a couple of mods on here. As I said, you've got the upgrade bench. What else have we got? We got this little thing over here. Now this is what this will do. It's an element crafting station. So if you were to put what you need, I can't remember what it was, crystal, electronics and other bits and pieces in here. Let's have a look to see what we need for it. There you go. So you need black pearls, crystal, electronics and polymer. Now you don't need necessarily the polymer that you make. You can actually go around killing certain dinos that drop organic polymer. Works exactly the same way. What else was it? Oh yeah, that was it. And the black pearls we've been getting from the new what do you call it, underwater world, and eventually we'll be taking you down there and showing you what's going on. Don't really need these mortar and pestles anymore, because the chemistry bench takes care of everything pretty well much that the mortar and pestle can do, but it does it a lot faster. Now going through here, we've got this gadget here. Now, as what this will do, it will tell us exactly where the animals. Now, this is a part of the game. So if I were to hold E on that and go to scan dinos, if I wanted a particular dino, let's go. Now, my favorite is the Thylaco, which is the cat, which is where? Just there. And there is a 280. So the highest level dino of this category will be at the top. So there's a 280 Thylaco out there, and there's coordinates of where it is. And if you've got yourself a GPS, you're good to go. and the GPS is in slot number 5. You can make these from the fabricator, and there you go. So we're at 63.48. There you go. And we got a couple of these. What do they call these things? They've both got names, but we just call them pigs. Is what these will do is heal your dino if you're in a battle and what have you, or heal it to the best to its best ability, if you like. What have we got up there? I think there's not much up there to look at, but in here again, all of this that you see in here was crafted all legitimately. I said it again, and I said it good that time. So we got the replicator. Now this is just a great big S plus crafting station, and it crafts stuff very, very fast. So if I wanted to, what am I short of over there? Probably ceilings. So let's go for stone. We better turn it on first. And if I would have want to craft 100 ceilings, look how fast that is. That is super fast. So that will be done in a matter of seconds. And that is run off of this bad boy, which is the tech generator. And as you can see, I've got this. Now the element dust that you get from the tech dinos, once you've killed them, you'll get element dust. You can convert that in yourself. If I were to go in here and just type in element, ELE, as you can see, if I've got the powder in here, you're going to tell me what we need. There is just element dust. 10 element dust will give me 1 element shard, and obviously then we need 1,000 of the element dust to get us a 1 element. I think bit of a rip off if you ask me. So I just use the element dust to convert to element shard to power that bad boy up. So hey there Darren, how you doing brother? Welcome to the streaming chat, bud. We miss you, your bird misses you. There he is up there, look. There's Darren's does his bird. Bless him. Hasn't moved an inch, mate. Hasn't moved an inch. But so anyway, so that basically is what we're up to at the moment. And I do apologise big time for not showing it to you, but this map came out only a couple of days before I had to go away on holiday, so this is the reason why I've not actually managed to show you anything. Let me know what you think of the quality as well, if the video is, or if the stream is good enough for you, and you would like to see more of it. Let me know in the comments down below, and if I miss anything, please don't hesitate to, again, drop me a comment down below, and tell me where I'm going wrong, if you like, because I've been playing this game for since it first came out, and mistakes will still be made. I'm bound sure to. Oh, sorry to hear that, Daz. Oh, okay, I hope you're getting better. Yeah, I've had a bit of a cold over the last week or so, but I have a flu jab once a year, so it doesn't sort of like affect me probably as bad as people that don't have that flu jab. So hope you get better soon, my mate. And also, yeah, I want to give a bit of a shout out to a Friendly Voice. I believe his wife was a bit rough while I was away on holiday. Hope she gets well soon, my mate. Send her all the love from the UK, but right then. So yeah, we've got this Snowy. We got Snowy here. This again was given to me by my good old friend Mick. So yeah, this I don't use it much because it was good to start off with, because you can pick up bigger dinos with this than you could maybe with the RG, but they're not the easiest to control. Sure, yeah, we'll go into that later on. So but it's just here at the moment because as I was placing this monstrosity, I was coming up against Brontos that just would not leave me alone. But as you can see, inside my base area here now, there's no unwanted dinos. You might see a pig, what they call them, pheromone things, ship machines I call them. There was one in here yesterday, but it's probably fallen off the edge maybe, and to be seen no more. The jellyfish are probably munching on him as we speak. This is the taming pen that I've been using for, like, you know, the four-legged kind of animals, not the flyers, obviously. So it's a great little design, and it's simple to make. As you can see, it's just windows, a couple of large doors or gates, and you know, a handful of foundations. That's all you need. Just bring in the flyer, drop it in, and away you go. Right, let's have a quick look over here then, and I'll show you what we've been doing on inside this. This is the latest thing that I started yesterday. As you can see, we've got a Rex, my guard dog. Again, no, I actually tamed this one. Yeah, because it was a 300. As you can see, I put Z300 Rex. I like to put their level down. You know, their basic level, when, you know, what they were before we actually knocked them out. And then I can sort of like later on find another 300 Rex. Which one is this? Is this a male? No, this is a female. So if I find a level 300 male, oh, give me a second, guys. Right, I'm sorry guys, but I'm going to have to pause the stream for a moment. If you want to go off and grab yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, I shall be back. Do apologise for this. Back of my sweat. Oh dear. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Oh shit, now we're in the dark. And I haven't got a torch. Right. Where's the door? Somebody's stolen the door. Right, there's the Rex, so the door must be... Is that the one he's facing at? I think it is. You gonna open? There you go. We come out the right side. Right, so anyway, when daylight comes, we'll I'll show you what I'm going to be doing inside there. But once I've showed you that, then we're going to go off and have a fly around the redwood to see where I'm thinking about building. There's a few lovely places up there. That is the redwood, and it's a big redwood. This is the biggest redwood in the game at the moment, I think. I've not seen any bigger than that, and you'll see for what I mean as soon as daylight comes. As you can see, we got light around the house. Let's say around the house, around the base. So let's have a look then. What do we want to do? Let's just grab a few more bits and pieces here whilst we're waiting for daylight. Right, so we want some more ceilings. How many have I got on me? Let's put them up there. I can see them. I might actually make this bigger. So we've got 19. We're going to be needing to make some railings. So we want to go for metal. Do like the metal railings. How many of these can I make? I can make over 100. So I might make about... I'm going to make 50 of those. And to do that, all you need to do is right click, go to amount, and then obviously get rid of that. 50. Okay, so that's going to craft me 50 of those. We're probably going to need some more ramps as well. So let's go back into the stone and make ourselves some more ramps. How many of those can I make? Oh, not many. We're probably going to need quite a few of those. For, not just for now, but for later on. So let's make about 30 of those. There we go. And as I say, this machine is cracking because it just does the job, doesn't it? So fast. Okay, so we've got 50 of those. Just got to keep an eye on my carry weight, which is pretty full now actually. Let's go and grab the Nargi. Preferably one that's got a saddle on. That one doesn't. So let's... Has one of these got a saddle on? Can't see one. Why haven't they got saddles? Oh, there's one. This one will do. Let's take this one. And I think we'll go and put it on this one out here. I'm pretty sure this one had a saddle yesterday. We just double check. No, it hasn't. But anyway, as you know, Argentavises can carry quite a substantial amount of weight. So stick that in there. Because of their crafting ability. Because if you have a look inside the saddle, it's got its own crafting. You can craft armor, communications. I think that's what that said. These things here, miscellaneous. Oh, I didn't know it could do these. Grappling hooks, a camera. Okay, everybody needs a camera. Navigation, compass, offhand, handcuffs. Okay, yeah, everybody needs a set of those, and obviously saddles, which is pretty cool. Right, so let's go and get the rest of this gear. Hey there, Dead Balls. How you doing, my love? Welcome to the streaming chat, love. Yeah, it wasn't a bad holiday, my love, but I'm not one for the heat. Never have been. Probably never will be. It was just a bit too much for me on the last couple of days, to be honest. But yeah, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Right, so we've got another 100 of those. Let's go and grab those ramps. Rampages. Take those. And I might take those stairs, those ceilings as well. Seem to be going through those like nobody's business. Actually, I might as well, while I'm here, just make a couple of torches to make the inside of that holding area a little brighter at night time. So let's have a look in here and go for torches, freestanding ones. So let's make about half a dozen or so of those, or just over a half dozen. That's more than enough for what we need. I don't want to sort of like overdo it with the torches, because eventually the torches will maybe lag the server out a bit. So as soon as I can get my generator in a better position, because the generator's got a pretty big range, so if I were to even place the generator here, it should power any sort of electricity items that we put inside there and over there behind us. Right, let's go and get a bit of light in here while it's still a bit dark. Okay, right, torches. Alright, where are we? Let's put one here. Where's the feeding trough? There it is. Let's just stick one there for now. Turn it on. Give us a bit of light. You can actually increase the brightness of that if you wanted to. We want one over here in this corner. We've got a couple of dinos over here, a couple of thylicos. Now these were both, I think, level 300s when they were tamed, but I'm still trying to get used to the kibble that they need, and because I'm not all that clued up on the type of kibble that they needed, I lost 9 levels, I think it was, on each of them, which was a bit of a kick in the teeth. And over here we've got another couple of dinos, as you'll see. Turn that on. No, turn it on. So we've got a Doedicurus for gathering stone. We got a beaver for gathering wood, which is, we don't need that anymore because we've got a mammoth, which is up the other end there. And we've got a dire bear here, which is good for gathering honey and whatnot. So let's go up into this corner and I'll show you what we've got here. Number 4. Let's just put a torch in between these two guys. Light. There we go. So we got some Therazinos. These ones, I think two of them were tamed, and like they became sort of mummy and daddy, if you like. So we've got quite a few eggs over in the fridge. Let's go and put this torch over here. Just want to mark out the corners more than anything at the moment. So we want to put you there, light you up. Yeah, doesn't throw off a great deal of light, does it? But is what you can do is go into the settings and you can actually make it brighter. So that's 270, so let's take it up to 370, thereabouts. Yeah, about there. Up, enable auto on and off. There you go. Oh, that actually made it more redder, didn't it? Not more brighter. I thought you could actually make them brighter. Obviously, that's it. Let's just pop it right up and see what that does. Oh, jeez. No, so it does. I suppose it has increased it a little bit, but that doesn't look really natural, does it? Nah. We'll leave it the way it was. So let's take that back down to, what was it, 270 something or other? About there. Okay. It still doesn't look the same colour, does it? That's like an orange and that's like got red in it. Okay, well, whatever, we'll leave it. It's not going to be like that for good, because I do plan on putting electricity lights in here, maybe attach them to the ceiling. So and we're probably only going to need, what, 4 maybe 5. Right then, so daylight is almost upon us, and as soon as it is, we can start doing a little bit of building, and then we're going to go off to the redwood and I'm going to show you a little bit around the map. It's a lovely map. I think I've told you that once or twice. Oh, I think you'd love this game, Deadballs. It's given me plenty of hours of entertainment and fun. Met quite a few people through it too. I've actually turned the chat window off whilst streaming, because the last thing you need is having that pop up every 5 minutes. Right, so let's have a look. Right, so as you can see up around here, I'm going to actually jump up here, maybe stick 1 or 2 torches right on the corners here for now. I'm sure they've done something to those torches, you know, because I'm pretty sure that they were once upon a time a lot more brighter than that. Oh, it's gone out now because of the daylight. So let's go back into the settings and click that box. Update. So that one will stay on. Do you know, I'm pretty sure it's something to do with that side. You know, because it's the redwood over there. Whether that is the reason behind the different colour of the lighting, I'm not sure. Yeah, I might check that out, because if you have a look on some of the walls, now they had this thing in here a long time ago. I better eat and drink something. Can you see on that wall there the way it's gone, like well, if you stand away, when the sun comes out it looks green, like there's a green line that's going all the way through it. I don't know whether that is because of where we are on the map, because if when we go to the redwood, or if we were to go up to the icy mountains over there, or snowy mountains, maybe that particular line might disappear or change into a different coloured line. Not sure. Oh, there's plenty of people on the server, my love, that will give you a helping hand if you decided that you wanted to come back in and play. But yeah, it's like I say, it's a cracking map. It's lovely. Right then, so let's get some of these ramps down. I'm going to need some pillars as well, just so it looks like it's got some kind of support. And with these ramps, you can, in fact, if you wanted to, switch them to stairs, which is cool. I do like that. Are we going to use it? But probably not with stairs there. It probably will be a ramp, basically, because it's just dinos that are going to go up there. But yeah, I'm going to need to make some pillars to come down, just so it looks like that's got a bit of support. So this part here is going to be used for my birds, my RGs, and maybe over that side I might have another one for like the what do they call them, the wyverns, the dragon looking things. So over here we're going to need some more torches, so I'm going to put this one right on this corner like so. Oh, we better change that. Settings, take that one off, put you on, there we go. That one, did I not set that one up? I'm sure I unticked the box. Change settings. Oh, it is. Okay, enable auto on and off. No, I don't want to do that, so update. So that should actually keep burning now through the day. Like I said, it's only until I get the bits and pieces together, you know, and move the generator so we've got constant electricity over here. I'll give you a reason for why I'm thinking of doing that. I'll show you now, because you have got like a range sort of like meter, if you like, on the generator, so you'll see how far it sort of like expands to. So if we go to this, hold E and show generator range, then go outside, you'll see, look, now that to me is just waste. All that, you see, we're in like a dome now. So if I were to go over here, it does actually hit the holding area, but not, well, obviously not enough. So, you know, and like I said, I could even put the, you know, put the generator or do some electricity here if I wanted to. But there you go. That's, oh, it doesn't actually touch the this holding area at all. So there you go. So that is the range which the generator will supply electricity. So yeah, I think we're going to need to put that in a little box or something down here. Or we could just maybe craft another generator just to, you know, for laughs and giggles kind of thing. So let's go and turn that range thing off. Hide range, there we go. Okay, right, so I've got some railings, so we're going to go and put some railings around there. I might later on increase the size of that platform. Yeah, this is an ice one. They have got abilities. If I right click, there you go. It basically freezes dinos, I think. That's just a bite. And you can also press, I think it was space bar obviously is to take off. Well, we don't want to take off because they're a bloody nightmare to land again. C, that is what that will do. I'll give you an idea of what it can do. If you were to go down here next to a tree, land it here and press C, that will give you thatch and wood. As you can see, just keep doing it until it's till the tree is gone. It collects a good amount of thatch actually. Certainly better than that bloody Bronto. I took the Bronto out yesterday just to you know, stock up on a few things. Berries more than anything. Right, so let's take him over here. So I've not put any movement speed on this dragon. I forgot what it was called then. Because the more movement speed you put on it, the lot harder it is to operate. So there you go. So that's what the C button does. But you've got to be on the ground, I think, to do that. Right then. So do I want to make that any bigger? Don't want ramps both sides, just one. I was going to put it in the middle, but it would have made it harder then to, you know, bring other dinos down and line them up properly. So they're all going to be sort of like lined up by the you know, next to the wall. So I might actually, just for the sake of it, put another row of, no, they're in the bloody bird, put another row of ceilings. Where do I put that freaking bird? Oh, there it is. I'd lose my shadow if it wasn't attached. Right, so let's grab a few more of those. We don't need any more of those for now. Can I I'm not going to be able to carry the railings as well. We need more water and some more food. Oh shit, I ain't got no food. Bloody hell. Okay. Not very organised, am I? Not at all. So now, food wise, food is there's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, half a dozen different sort of like forms of food you could have. You have vegetables, berries, you've got cooked meats and what have you. You cook your meat in this bad boy here, and I store all my shit in here. So you can eat these eggs if you wanted to. You've got mutton, which you get from the sheep. Now mutton is a good food source for when you're taming dinos. I'm explaining this like you've never played this game before, but yeah, I mean, I'll just, you know, it's been a while. I have actually put a few videos up in the past of Ark Survival Evolved, but there's so many people out there that do the same thing. Yeah, I mean, and they're a lot more experienced than I am at YouTubing or Twitching or whatever you want. Right, so as you can see, I've got cooked mutton there now. So let's eat some of that. As you can see, my hunger was down. It couldn't have got any lower, could it? What am I looking for here? Okay, let's eat some more of that. Okay, and now we're full. Right, so yeah, going back to the mods that we have this bad boy, where is it? Over here. This is basically a food tray. Now, as what that will do, you can actually do, what is it, consumables, and all you need for that, if I click on this thing over here, all you need is a fiber for that. There you go. Consume these to gain nourishment. Okay, even donuts. Let's go back on that one. We've got decorative. So there's a few things that you can, like, you know, what's this thing here? Hanging pans. So you can make yourself a bit of a kitchen sort of like area if you want. There's loads of different things in there. Storage. So you've got storage units, so you can make yourself a nice looking kitchen if you wanted to. Come out of that and go to structures. Now this is the one I wanted to point out. This basically allows you, if you're in a building in an area that hasn't got a, you know, water source or anything, make yourself a bucket and then make yourself a sink. Now you'll place the bucket down first, which is inside this box, and then you'll put the sink on top, and that gives you water. And you can actually interact with this by pressing F and dragging your water containers or your water skins in there so it's full. Have I got another one? Is that full? Yeah, that's already full. So I like to carry 2 of those around with me. Right then, so we got food, we got water now, so let's go back and finish doing a little bit of work to the old holding area. Oh, somebody's what was that say? Telsa? So, don't know who that was, who that belonged to. Quite often enough you'll see you know, deaths, animal deaths on the server, basically by, you know, people are going around there doing breeding, and the dinos that they don't want, they euthanize them and just kill them. Yeah, anybody that joins, like as you see, I've got loads of eggs, birds' eggs. So even if it's not the highest level, you're going to get a decent level either way. So if you join the game, let me know, and as soon as you join, I can get you a bird, so you'll be able to fly around straight off and find yourself somewhere nice to set up a base. Right, I think here I'm going to put another row of ceilings. Now you're probably wondering, how am I being able to do this? Put these ceilings, it's got no support. As soon as you've got a foundation down, you'll find that foundations are enough support to be able to do these ceilings. But if I were to, yeah, I could do it here and there'd be no ceilings attached over there. If I show you quickly, see what I mean? But if there was no foundations underneath, I wouldn't be able to do that. Right, let's get number 8. This is a demo gun, so if you misplace something, you can do that, or you can that is just clicking the left button on your mouse, and if I were to right click, the gun turns red. That will demolish it. There you go. So I got resources back from it, but I didn't get the structure itself back. So right click on it again, so it goes back to the demo gun. There's a load of different guns that you get here. This one here, where are we? Number 7. This is a transfer gun, so I could transfer items from that Rex, if it's meat and things like that. I can transfer them from him, or her I should say, straight into the feeding trough there. And the same goes for structures. Like the feeding trough is only going to take seeds or food, any kind of food. So if it had structures on it, obviously they wouldn't go, they would stay within the Rex. But that is another decent tool. And there's loads of other different guns that you can make that do different things. Change the what is it? So let's just say I've got a window here, and I wanted it with stained glass, I could just get that gun that does the transparency, I think it is. Click on the one that I've just placed, which is stained, and then just click on every other one after that, and they will all become stained. It just saves a lot of work. Right, I think actually, you know, I'm looking at this, and I think I might actually put another row down either side as well. So it's going to be 4 from the wall either side, like so. And let's do the other side. So that means we're going to be putting another ramp down as well this side, like so. Ramps, what did I do with the ramps? Did I put them back on the bird? I did. Okay, let's go and grab some ramps, and then we get on with the railings. Ramps, don't need any more of those. Can I carry all of those? Oh, just okay, sweet. Yeah, we've got a backpack mod as well. If I go into my inventory, you'll see it here. If I spin my character around, you'll see it. Is what that will do, that will allow you to carry. Now I've got the bigger one. There's 3 backpacks. This is the bigger one. So if you look at my weight here, I can actually carry 760 pounds. So if I take that off, I'm overweight now. Now I can only carry 360 pounds. Put that back on, and now I'm back up to 760. It's cool. It's a great mod. As you say, yeah, I mean, it just saves having the admin playing around with you know, weights of different things. Let's put you down. Let's put you down. Let's put you down. Let's put you down, and let's put you down. And last one. Oh, where did that one go? That one disappeared, I think, inside the foundation somewhere. Well, it didn't cause me no trouble, so it can stay there. Right now is what we're going to do is we're going to put some railings up, and these railings go sloped. Yeah, they slope down, and they also stack if you wanted them to, and they obviously go straight as well, like so. I'm only putting this up for decoration more than anything, and we're going to have to go and make some pillars as well shortly. No, wrong place. That happens sometimes. And we'll put one into the wall there just to finish that off, and that just adds a little bit, I don't know, a little bit extra to it. Pick up the railing. Let's pick up this torch, pick up, and we'll change that for the railings, and then we'll stick that just there in between those 2 railings. Come this way a little bit, and again we'll have to go back in. Oh no, we'll have to go back into the settings, tick that box again, update, and done. So that should stay light now, and the same for you. Pick up and place you about there, tick the box, update, and done, and light you up. There you go, sweet. So I could do with another one here actually, but we'll do that later on. And as I said, I'm going to be putting electricity lights. I'll probably put one over that side, one over this side. So we're probably going to need around about eight of those lights to light this big ass place up. Definitely gone for a small base, yeah. But you'll be surprised if you want to keep your dinos safe. You know, because there are dinos here, and 9 times out of 10 I'll leave my dinos on passive anyway. So if anything does come up and starts attacking the base, they're going to be protected inside here. You know what I mean? Whereas if they're outside, they're going to get killed easily. Yeah, there's that green stripe again. You see it? It's going up the wall there and then coming back down again. It's like a stain, isn't it? Like a mossy kind of stain. Don't know whether I like that. So anyway, that's that done. Let's go and craft a couple of pillars. I'm going to take the bird just so we can carry a little bit more weight. I think I've got enough stuff there to make a few. I'm going to put the stuff that I'm not using back in here. I think some more railings, some more of those. Okay, what have we got inside you, old boy? Oh, again, old girl. So we got these 12 high walls. We don't need those. Let's get rid of these for now. Can I carry that one? They are very heavy, these 12 high walls. But let's stick them in here out of the way. This is where if I've crafted too much of something, I'll just stick them in here. And if I need it later on, which I'm going to, when we get round to starting like our redwood base. Yeah, I sort of like overestimated the ceilings that we needed there, didn't I? But again, we're going to need them. Right then, so we want some pillars. So let's power this bad boy up. Let's see, if we stick with the stone, how many can I make? We're going to need large pillars, as it's 6 high. I think they're 5 walls high, the large pillars. And I can make 13 of those. And 6 high is what I actually need. So let's make 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make 4 of those. I think that was 4, or was it 5? That was 5. Okay, let's put that in there. We don't need that, we don't need that, and we don't need that. I'm also going to make a couple of smaller ones. I'm just trying to think now. Actually, we'll leave it at that. We'll go with 5. I think 5 would be enough. No. Let's actually make some smaller ones. So these are the smaller ones, I think. Yeah. How many of those can I make? 45. We'll just keep clickety click. So I'm not sure how many I'm going to need, but we're going to need some more later on for something else, no doubt. Any of you guys that have just joined, I do apologise for the lengthy sort of like pause in between me chatting away to you. But I had somebody important come to my door, so I had to go and sort them out. And the problem is, if you put a pause on in streams, you're left with those 2 horrible looking lines. I don't like that. Don't like the idea of that. So anyway, this side is all we're doing today. I think that side I really would like to have for my bigger dinos. I think the Rexes, they're just a little bit shorter than 6 high in walls length, if you like. Oh, where are we going? We want the big fellas. So there we go. So now that I would like to snap to the edge if I can. They say that's 6 high. Come on down. Is that it? Can't see. Oh. That went to the totally wrong place, but now placing that one there should allow me to place that there. That's where I want it. That's exactly where I want it. So now we need a small one to go on top of that. Might have to jump. Yeah, we'll have to jump for that one. And we'll have to stick another short one on top of that as well, I think. So now we can take this one down, hold E, or use a demo gun on it, doesn't matter. It just gives it that little bit of extra support, look. And we're going to stick one over in this corner here if we can. So there's the center of that one. We want to be about there, I think. Exact place, the exact place we needed it. So let's jump, place, let's go up top. Yeah, that gives it a lot more supported kind of look. So now we should be able to place a small one just there. And another one just there. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Okay, and then we're going to have to go back down. And we'll probably need to put another one somewhere in the middle as well. And then we can section this off then later on. You know, this area for one dino, that area for another, blah, 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 blah. Right, so we're going to need another one here, I believe. So stand underneath it, just here. And I want that. I think that's the right, is that the right place there? You're going to go or what? You're not going to go there, right? Oh, there it was. There it was. I think that's, oh, what are you doing over there? Okay, let's try that again. What about there? No, no, it needs to come over a bit. Okay, so let's take this one down. Sometimes once you've, as you can see there, look. Where did that one go? Oh, it's, yeah, okay. Gonna play like that, are you? Let's try that again. And again, it doesn't like that square, does it? You just got to keep playing around with it. It will eventually go where you want it, or maybe not. It likes that square. It loves that square. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's try it with the smaller one. There you go. Now let's try it with the bigger one. It should snap to the top of that pillar. Or you'd like to think it would. Come on, snap. Yeah. Okay. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Sod that. Those smaller ones have placed. So we'll just carry on up there with the smaller ones. Stand this side. Okay, that worked. So now let's get the demo gun out. Pick you up. And pick you up. Okay, get rid of the demo gun. And we want one now in... Looking directly up, it's on this one here, I think. Yep, exactly where we wanted it. Oh, wrong place. Okay, right, demo gun. Pick that up. Alright, so let's go up there. So we want one over there. No, wrong bloody place. There we go. Pick you up. And we want one just there, but we need to put the one below it first. Tell you what I'm going to do. Pick that railing up. And do it that way. There we go. And now we can stick the railing back down. That worked. We got there in the end. Okay. That doesn't look too bad, does it? As I said, I probably will stick another rail post here. Where's the center? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's got to be about here somewhere. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to put it here. It's going to be off, but not by much. So let's go up here and look down. Should go about there, I think. Yep, that works. put you up there. And then go running all the way back again. Yeah, I think that'll look okay. And now, like I said, I'll be able to get my birds up here. We want the smaller one. Where's the snap point? There it is. Like so. I can always stick another row of railings around that. Make it look like a bit of a bird cage. But I think that's fine the way that looks. Yeah, I'm good with that. And for a bit of an extra support, what I might actually do, you remember me saying about the what do you call it? The tech generator. If I were to have two, I could actually box all this off, so I have like a solid wall here, with a doorway going in, and I could put like a bit of storage in here and another generator, and then that would power this whole holding pen. But yeah, I like that. I'm good with that actually. Just for argument's sake. Let's see. Now let me know what you think of this either being stairs or ramps. Because as it's only going to be me running up and down here and not the animals, as I say, it's only going to be birds. So I'm going to switch these two outer sides. Okay, that wasn't the outside. Oh, okay, yeah, we carry on like that. Switch the stairs. Switch the stairs. Stairs. And stairs. Which ones do you prefer? The stairs or the ramp? The stairs does give it a little bit more of a character. You know, even on the the outside there makes it look better, I think. I wonder if I would have just add the odd pillar here and there. Like something like that, and we could stick another one down right at the very bottom. Only one, only needs one. Yeah. Yeah, they yeah, this whole game actually makes you work. You like both. Hey there, Paul. How you doing, my mate? Welcome to the streaming chat, bud. Let's close that door. You like both. I'll tell you what we could do is if I were to put these ones into stairs, and we'll have the outside ones and have those at ramps. See what that looks like. So because you can convert them back if you so wanted to. There you go. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? Yeah, I prefer that. It does make it look a little better. Hey there, Shane. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the streaming chat, my mate. Yeah, I like that. And as I said, I'll probably box this in anyway and hide like a tech generator in there. But I seriously need to go out on a black pearl hunt. So anyways, what we're going to do now then, I'm going to make sure that I've got food and water on me. And we're going to go and have a bit of a fly around to see if I can find an half decent area to build in the redwoods. You might think I'm crazy because the redwood is not a very happy place. It's full of dinos that need to go to anger management. Now there is a thing we could try actually. As we're streaming, I'm not really pushed for time at the moment. I could just temporarily put like a little gadget on a little chamber, if you like, on the back of my Quetzal. Basically, is what that will do. Then it will protect me from anything jumping out of the trees, like thylacos, because they will wreck my day. So let's do that first, then, shall we? So we're going to need to make. I'm not sure if this old thing is going to still work, but we're going to go and make some wooden what do you call it, foundations, and also we're going to make, actually I might be able to do it on me. Let's have a look. Crafting, so we'll go for wood. Wood, I said, D, there we go. So you really want to start off with these old foundations. Now this is the way that I do it now. There may be a new way of doing it, but let's make about 4 of those. I think might be enough. So as you can see, all these squares, then if they were lit up like these ones are over here, that means that you've got the materials there to craft what you're actually sort of like selecting. But these are not lit up. So what you can do here, you can select what you want to build, go up to the top here and select 4 or whatever number you want, and then you press this button here, this square box, and what that will do is that will drag resources from the nearest sort of like workstation or storage box or dino, and it will drag it into your inventory for you. So then all you need to do is right click and select craft 4. It's easy as that. If I can work that one out, anybody can work that one out. Right, so, and as I'm crafting on myself, it's going to take a while. So we're also going to need to make some pillars, standard pillars. Where are we going? PILL. Let's have a look. Which is the standard? We don't want S plus. This is the one we want. Just wooden standard pillar. So I'm going to make about 10 of those. Don't necessarily need 10, but I'm going to do it anyway. Craft all 10, and then all you need to do then basically is whatever you choose to build from. Then I'm going to go with, actually I don't know if I've got enough metal. Oh, actually yes I do. Yeah, because I dragged everything yesterday from all my crafting stations and put it in here. I might actually go for, let's see, glass. Have I got enough crystal perhaps? How many walls could I make? Oh yeah, I should have enough actually to make something half decent looking. So let's have, I think about 4 or 5 of those, or 6 maybe. We want a ceiling. I'm going to go for what do they call it, railings. Can we do, oh, I don't think you can do glass railings, but you can do metal ones. Oh, there you go, half wall, there you go. So let's make a few of those. And I also want a double door and a door frame and a door. I think that might be enough for now. And I also probably want to make a few more. What's this here? Is that a hatch frame? I want a hatch frame as well. I think that's the hatch frame. That's the one. I'll make 2 of those just in case I cock it up. So what we're going to be doing was we're going to be putting like a I don't know, a safe chamber on top of that saddle. So wherever you fly around, you're not going to have something jump out at you and rip you off your saddle. So let's drag all that from over there to there. We're going to need to make maybe a couple of foundations. So let's make a couple of those as well. Yeah, that's more than enough, I think, guys. Right, so hopefully we should have everything we need on us. To start off with, we're going to need the foundations, and then we're going to be needing the pillars. Let me get rid of those stone ones because we don't need those. A David Blaine box, yeah. Right, it's I'll tell you what else. No, there's a couple of other things I would like to craft in there actually. Let's go back to the glass. I want to go for, I think it's that one. Right. and that one there. So let's just make a couple of those, and a couple of those, and a sloped ceiling. Is that one? No, that's a window. Slope roof, that's it. That's what we wanted. I'll make a couple of those as well, and that must be a ramp. I'll take a ramp as well, just in case. Okay, right, so let's put all of that over there. Press T, and then you can, there you go. Saves dragging it over. Let's turn that off to save some element shards. Close the door. Food and water, we're okay. Oh shit, it's just about to come night time. Just as I want to start building something. Let's see if I can get the foundation up first though. Right, so as you can see, I'm sat on the old Quetzal. Get the foundation in your hand. Let's just jump up a second. Let's cancel that out. Jump on your Quetzal. Bring up the foundations before you even move. Like so. Jump off. And then come back. I should have been looking at the ground. Now, what we're trying to do is trying to get this foundation, so we need to go into K and C mode. If you do that, then you can scroll out and you'll be able to see what you're actually looking at. As you can see, I'll just cock that up big time. You can look at it from this angle, might be easier. So we need to go to the right slightly. To do that, just press K and move your mouse to the right. It hasn't got to be perfect because this is my first attempt at this for quite some time. So what I want to try and do is to get the that middle leg just behind the railings, the reins of the saddle, if you like. So just about maybe there. Right, that wasn't totally straight, but you get my idea. That wasn't perfect, but you guys can work with that later on, can't you? Right, can I get somewhere where there's a little bit of light? Not really, it says, because there's not a great deal of that around here. If I do it about here, you might just get enough off of that torch on the wall there. Might even actually go and make another one of those, being as it's night time. Let me have a look. Can I make one in here? Where are we going? Cooking, electrical. Might be able to grab. See what I mean? As you can see, this is grayed out. There's literally not enough resources in the fabricator to make that. So I only want to make one. Drag it from other places. As you can see, it's just come out there now. And craft that. Put that in our inventory. Come out here, and hopefully I should be able to get close enough. Let me move that ankle. You can go and sit over there. Let's see if we can get a bit closer to the light system. Out there would be good. And let's get that light that I just made. Place that on there. It's a bit awkward trying to place these things when you're on the back of a mount because, yeah. Can I get to the settings of that? Get a bit closer. Change settings. Change that. I think it's probably bright enough. It might help us out just for a moment. Could actually maybe make it just a little bit brighter perhaps. Change the settings, intensity, update, and done. It'll do. You can still see what I'm looking at, can't you? Right, so once you've placed your foundation and you've got it exactly where you want it, not necessarily where we've just put it, go to your pillars. And as what you'll find is there's a snap point just behind the pillar, like so. And there's going to be another snap point just behind that pillar. which is there, just like so. And then when you look at both pillars, you will see the second one that you've just placed is actually lower than the first one you've placed. So what I suggest you do is get rid of the first one you placed, just demolish it. You can pick it up if you wanted to, and then get another pillar. Before you do anything to that one, get another pillar and place it where the first one was. And as you'll see now, this one that we've just placed is now lower than this one. Is what this is going to allow you to do. If you look at the foundations now, you'll see that this foundation I'm trying to place is actually placing lower than that first foundation. Yeah, you see that? Okay, get rid of that. So now is what you want to do is come back to the second pillar that you placed, demolish, get rid of it, and then replace it. And now that should be the same. As you can see, this one is gone smaller or lower than this one. Okay, bring up your foundation again if you want, and as you can see how much lower that's gone. We might get away with doing it one more time perhaps, which we're going to try. Demolish the first one again and replace it, and it actually worked quite well. So now that should be nice and low. You might very well get away with one more. Do we want to push our luck? Maybe, he says. Because even those bloody horrible little flying bloody things might get up underneath the foundation. And I'll show you for why in a minute. Alright, let's get rid of this one. Let's just try this one. We might be trying a little bit too much. Oh, actually that one's gone low as well. Now this one, when I take this one out, it might start glitching out because it's basically the pillar is going to go through your saddle and it's going to start going into your quetzal. Okay, so let's just try that one more time. It looks quite low actually, so I might just sod it, let's try one more. Let's be greedy, get rid of that one, place it there. No, as you can see it won't go any lower than that, which is a bit of a shit, because now, oh actually it does still go. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to stick with that. So if I could snap this foundation in underneath in that one that we're looking at there, that will be a bonus. It wanted to go just a moment ago, now it's playing hardball. That's exactly the same height. Whoa shit, now I've just fallen off the bird. Get back up. Try it from here. We want it. We want you to snap. I shouldn't have taken that one down. It's got to go there. There's no two ways about it. I wonder if actually if I could get rid of this one, what would happen? I think right, I think that's what I'm going to have to probably try and do it all over again, but only do the front one 3 times rather than being greedy and doing it 4. Okay, how many pillars do I have left? I only have 3, so let's go and make a couple more pillars. It will work. Like I say, it's been a long time since I've actually turn it on, turn it off. It's been a long time since I've actually done this. So let's go back in there for no, in our inventory, wood, and we want to go for, oh no, we want to go pillars, didn't we? Pillars, just standard, these ones. How many have I got on me? I've got 3. So let's, oh okay, my bad. Let's make 6 of those. Pull. 6. Once we get the foundation sorted out, everything else is easy then. Okay, there we go. We got our pillars back. And as the foundation, it's not far off, but as you can see, look at the if you look at the bottom of the legs, the way it glitches into the saddle, it is slightly out, but never mind. It's not going to be perfect. Right then, so let's get rid of these pillars. So we're just going to do the front one 3 times and no more than that. Right, so 1. Demolish. 2. What's going on there then? That went higher than that back one. There's something totally gone astray here. Tell you what I'm going to do. Pick it up. Pick you up. Pick you up. Switch to block. Oh, I see. It's because it's an... Is that an S plus? No, that is just a regular foundation, but you can actually... Because I don't know. Right, let's get rid of it. Right, so let's try this again then. This time, I'm not going to mount the saddle. This time, I'm going to try it this way. K and C. Let's go back on ourselves. So I want the middle leg basically behind the reins. So now it needs to go round to the left. Let's do it little by bit by bit. All right, a little bit more to the left. Maybe just a tad to the right. Right, let's go back just a little bit. Yeah, to the right again slightly. I don't think that's too far off. Go back a little bit. Just went totally off center there. Okay, so I think it needs to go to the left slightly, only a tad. Left. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's go back just a little bit more. And then it goes all tits up again on us. It's because when you place it, it goes... It's because of the movement of the dyno that you sat on. But anyway, that'll do. I can't be wasting your time doing this all day long. Right, so we're going to place... Right, I'm going to place you there. And another one there. So as you can see, the first one is higher. Let's get rid of that. Now this one should go lower. There you go. So that's the second pillar. Let's get rid of you. And that's the second one for there. Oh shit. Get back up. And then we get rid of you again. Place one more. That is going to be it. And then this should, by rights, snap just there. That's exactly where I wanted it the last time. So now this one I should be able to pick up. Actually, let's demolish that one. There you go. So now we're sat on the lower one. So what I need to do with this now is get rid of these pillars. And place one more foundation at the back of that one. Then I can get rid of this one. Okay, and then we're going to start going with this, the glass. So first off, I want to place the hatch frame, number 3. So that's going to go there. Now the reason I'm putting a hatch frame here is basically once you've got this whole saddle, this whole platform covered in foundations and things like that, there's no way that you can access its inventory. But if you've got the hatch frame, you can, as you can see there. Look. So if I do the same here, I'm pressing F, can't do anything. Stand in the hatch frame, as long as you can see the saddle, there you go, you can see inside its inventory. Easy as that. Well, I didn't really make that easy, did I? Made hard work of that. Right then, so we can now, this foundation is going to have to be replaced with one of the glass ones. One of these. Actually, the wooden one stayed there, but why that is, I don't know. There is another way I could have done that. Give me a second. Let's pick this up. Pick that up. So that demolished that. Okay, thank you. So let's put a glass. No, actually, it doesn't need to be a glass one, does it? I could put a wooden foundation there. I haven't got a wooden one, so it's going to have to be one of those. Place that there. Now get rid of this one. Okay, and then put another glass one behind. Okay, now let's pick that one up. And then let's put the that there. As you can see, it's level, well, level-ish now. Maybe just slightly lower than it was. Yeah, that's better. Right then, so we're going to leave that like that. So now is what I want to do is maybe by placing that's a ceiling. That's what we want, I think. Place that there. And then we want some one of these, which should go that way. And then the other one, I think, is this one to go that way. Okay. And then in sloped ceiling, which is, that's the ramp, so we want one of these to go like so. Yeah. And then we're going to need a wall, one there, and one the other side, like so. Now the reason why I'm going to be putting like a half wall up here, sometimes when you put, it might not actually work this time, it might not cause me a problem, but sometimes when you put a door here, you bang your head as you walk in. So that's the reason why I'm thinking about putting like a half wall. Let's put these down here, make life a bit easier. And then we're going to be wanting the door frame. So let's go number 4. That's going to try snapping up there now, isn't it? We're going to have to move the Quetzal in a second. Yep, let's do that now. As it's just becoming daylight, it's going to make things a little bit easier. Right then, so let's go there again. We'll probably have to put a wall here, actually. That there. I think, yeah, we're not going to be able to snap anything to that. So we're going to have to put a wall in front of that. Where are we? Walls. like so, and then like so, and then we put the door up, which is in number 2, and then we want another wall up the top there. Come on, snap to the right place, please. Please be nice. Come on, snap, 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 snap to that, snap to that. Okay, let's put the door in and see if that makes any difference. The door. There it is. Now let's try that. There we go, that worked. Okay, and then we need the ceiling, which is that one, I believe. Like that. So it don't look much at the moment, and it's pretty well off centered. So yeah, don't go with what I just showed you there. Play around with this. But it's what that's going to mean now is you're going to be able to go and fly around that redwood, and nothing should be able to get to you. There you go. But yeah, look at it. It's not very centered at all, is it? Yeah. But anyway, as daylight is here now, we should be able to go and have a roam around the redwood and be able to find ourselves an half decent plot to live at. Let's go and fill our canteen. I know I've got 2, but one of them is going to be half full in a second, so we're going to top that up. Canteen, and put you in there and drink. Thank you. Close the door, and we're good to go. Let's just take one mutton chop, and we're good. So you can actually play around with this and make it look like an aeroplane if you wanted to, just by adding, you know, something stupid like a couple of these things on each side. Because you've got 2 foundations here, you should be able to do, you know, snap there. I can snap there, and snap there. So you'll be able to put like you know, a couple of other things. I've run out of ceilings, so I'll take that one away. Where are we going to pick up? So I could put another one there. So you'd be able to put like a generator on the back of here, a couple of turrets on each corner, and then you'll have yourself a battle quets. That's what we usually do, so most of the time once we get to that sort of standard. Right then, so let's go and have a quick look around that old redwood. Well, I say a quick look. I'm going to go right towards the back end. So we're going to fly down here. The redwood is not a very nice place to live in, but I just love the wooded areas. Always have done. I think on the last, hold on, let's put these update. I've got 5 levels on the old Quetz. As you can see, the health is pretty good on the Quetzal. The stamina is excellent. The weight is good too, 2500 carry weight. Movement speed, maybe could knock that up to 200, so that's pretty super fast now. Let's put the last 2 on melee damage. Sweet. Right then, so let's get up high. We're going to go down to the edge, and then we're going to work our way around. I tried doing a video like this the other day, just before I was going to go away on holiday. But I pressed the wrong freaking button, didn't I? And it just cancelled the whole bloody thing. And you've got ruins as well. There's ruins in the old redwood. And there is like the boss is on here. Now, if I were getting this right, you got the brute mother, which is the big ass spider. She has got her own sort of like base area, if you like, in the redwood. It's down like in a cave system kind of thing. And the other 3 bosses, they are at one of the obelisks, if I've got that right. But you don't just have one of the bosses, you have all 3 of them. So if you decided to go up against it, I would seriously do a little bit of work Um, checking out what kind of dinos that you would need for boss fights before you even think about going down, because you could lose some really decent high level dinos. Just looking at this is not big enough for what for what I want, and it's too close to my other base. So anyway, we're going to carry on flying up, but I'm just going to give you a bit of a heads up on what the redwood looks like. I'm going to fly as high as I can. Yeah, big spiders, Deb. Actually, if I can find it, I'll show you it. Shall I? Do you want me? Now, where was it now? I'm just trying to think now. I was only over here the other day, and it's not that far from where my base is. But I think flying up this high, you'll be able to see roughly its nest, because it's spiderweb central down there. Just trying to remember. I think it may have been over towards this way, perhaps. Maybe over towards that green drop, perhaps. Can't remember. Flipping heck, she says. Flipping. Oh, is that it down there? That could very well be it. Yeah, this is it here. So we weren't that far from it. Yeah, this is it. So this is where the brute mother is. This is her nest. There she is. Can you see her down there? And if I remember right, I don't know if I'll be able to look out through the spyglass. No, I can't see it very well from there. But her health is, if I remember right, it's something like 2.5 million or something like that. So you're going to need yourself some big ass dinos if you want, or a tech gun that's got shed tons of ammo in it to take her down. So yeah, that's where she is. And I dare say once you've killed her, you get a shed ton of chit and things like that from her, maybe, and element as well, because she's a boss. You should get element and what have you from her as well. But what I like about this is the fact is you haven't got to use any of these things that you collect, that you put into the obelisk, so you can actually teleport to them. She's there straight away, look, which is pretty pucker. I like that. Anyway, yeah, so if you're scared of spiders, this is probably not the sort of region you would want to build. But as you can see, I'm not getting attacked by anything at the moment. And if I were to go down inside and see if I can get the frigging, what do you call it, to work, the lookout, the spyglass, you should be able to see. Now look at her health. Can I see it there? See her health there? Over 2 million health. I think that's 2 million, isn't it? Yeah, it's got to be. And as you can see, she's not attacking me because I've not attacked her yet. But as soon as I went up to her, she would start, yeah. But you can hit her. 900 damage. But she's not going to come for me because she's too, yeah. She's too lazy. She get her little minions to do that for her. And you're not sort of like one, even if you've hit her once, you don't have to stay there. You know what I mean? You can just move on anytime you want. But yeah, but anyway, that's the brute mother, guys. I better move on because Deadballs is going to have she's going to have a Connery in a minute. Yeah, I gave her the closest look I could possibly get. You know what I mean? So, but that's it. So, and as you can see, it's not that far from where my base is, which is, well, just through those trees there. And I don't get we don't get any hassle from them. So that's that anyway. Let's see if I can find some thylacos, because if you've got one of these chambers that you're sort of like flying around on the back of your Quetzal, thylacos will jump out of the tree at you to try and rip you off your ride and wreck your day. And thylacos will only spawn on these big ass trees, not the smaller ones, but these ones here. But you've got to watch out So if you're on an RG or anything like that, I would strongly recommend staying sort of like maybe towards about this kind of height, because they don't seem to be bothered about you is if they can't see you. You know what I mean? Obviously. Anyway, let's have a look around anyway and see if we can find an half decent area to set up our base, and a base that we can build together. Getting a bit of a lighting glitch there. That doesn't happen a great deal on this map, trust me. You know, we've flown around quite, you know, quite a way, where you'll see, if I bring up my map, you'll see I've literally, apart from that little bit over on the left hand side, I've opened up pretty well much all the map. Right, anyway, so flat areas, I do like my my buildings to be on like a fairly flat area, and there are quite a few of these areas around the redwood. Disregard like these small trees, disregard those, because you can take those down, and as soon as you've put a foundation down they will not spawn anymore. But just take into account these bigger trees. But look, this is a nice flat area that's going all the way from left to right there. That's a nice looking area, and you can build tree houses as well, which I like. I don't think I've ever actually completed a tree house, but I was close. We either wiped the server or the game just got a little bit, I don't know, maybe boring for us because we were playing it so much. But I keep coming back to it. But look how flat this is just around here. Look. Ideal kind of area. But again, just check out, make sure there's no thylacos that spawn close, because thylacos kick ass, I'm telling you. They seriously kick ass. There's a monkey man down there, look. See him there to our right? Just going into the trees for a pee. I'll tell you what we could do with looking for is some snails. Snails will give you, what they call it, enchilada paste or some kind of paste. It works the same as cementing paste. Okay. Not much at the moment, but we're still right on the sort of like the edge of the redwood here, closest to our base. And down around here, as you can see, a few flattish areas here. Now myself and Diz, we did come across an area last weekend, I think it was. It's similar to this, but it's got like an island in the middle. This isn't the place, is it? It could actually well be. No, I'm pretty sure it was further, deeper into the redwood than it is here. Yeah? But this... yeah, well, it could. No, because there was water that went all the way around that one. This one it doesn't. But again, nice little flat area there to build on. And I think the further back you go, the better chance you've got. Yeah, I don't know what that light that lighting glitch is. Hope that disappears fairly soon. And as you can see here now, if you look at the map, I'm probably right on the edge. Yeah, look at this. South of the map, right at the very bottom. So I can't. There's nothing there we'd be able to build on, because there is you're soon going to come up against the wall, which is just there, as you can see, an invisible wall. So anything here, you could still build here. It's not going to stop you. Oh yes, it will. Yeah, so just there. So we got to head sort of like in this direction. So we're still heading. We're still on the south end, are we not? Yeah. So you can carry all the way along here through the south, or you can be a brave kitty cat and go more centralised. But myself and Diz, we did actually find some really nice flat areas close to the edge of the map. What's that down there? Two bears. Two bears having a bit of a squabble. And the bears, they will wreck your day as well, guys. Yeah, so watch out for them. So if you wanted to stay away from that border, then yeah, around about here you should be fine. I want to get down into the redwood because I want a cat to try and jump out of a tree at me. And I'll just show you, just to show you guys that this sort of like contraction that I've built actually does work. And there's some more ruins here, I think. There you go, there's a bridge that's going across. I think this was actually one of those areas that was fairly flat over this side too. Now I did find an area and it was nice flat ground, but it had, I think, 5 or 6 big trees. Not sure if this was the area, but they were right up against or near the edge of the cliff, so you could have actually, it might be this area actually, you could actually have a tree house going from that tree. You'd have to make yourself like a bit of a makeshift bridge, go into that tree with a platform, then that one with a platform, then that one, and so forth. But yeah, you got the area down below there then to hide all your dinos if you wanted to. But you see what I mean about, you know, flat areas. There's one just in front of us there too. Look. The other maps that we've been playing on didn't have this amount of flat areas at all. You know, I mean, you had to be very, very lucky and get in there pretty damn quick to get all the lovely flat building sort of areas. No cats. Where's all these cats then? Give me a cat. Now I did fly over here, I think, once I got an RG, I think it was, and yeah, my bad. I was maybe, let's say, this far away from the tree, and that thylaco jumped straight out and it bloody grabbed hold of me, man. Yeah, took me down. Didn't quite kill me though, because I had was it a sword or something on me that took care of him. It was only a low level, but yeah, did it jump? Scared me half to death as well. Made me jump out of my skin. Yeah, tree houses. Yeah. If you want to, you can build some nice bases on using these big ass trees. I think one of the areas that we were looking at was, I think it was over towards the back end there, because you could see, oh, it had a lovely view. You could see all of the redwood basically. Oh, there's another area up there. See how flat that is going around? And you've got also another area a little bit higher up. But again, you're going to be heading towards the sort of like border of the map. Okay. But again, you've got all these trees, these bigger ones. This is going to be your biggest headache. Now, I have found, like, when you're chopping these small red trees down here, it does give you a lot more wood than the regular trees in the other biomes give you. Here we go. Actually, was this? I'm just thinking now. We've got to be getting close to that area that I was thinking about doing, like a treehouse base kind of area. But again, nice and flat, just here. And yeah, I mean, it's just biome that you can work with, and you can stack foundations as well. So what is not quite flat, you can quite easily make flat if you like. This is that spot that I was on about, that me and Diz were on. It's an island sat in the middle, and there's water going all the way around. So you could, in fact, if you wanted to, you've got, I think it was 5 trees here, wasn't it? 5 big trees. So you could put like a platform on this one, lead into the next one, lead into the next one, and eventually you just have yourself a nice big ass base up here in the trees, minding your own business. And down below you could probably put like a wall all the way around the outside of the island, if you like, and store all your decent dinos down below. Be pretty cool. Yeah, I do like this area. Do like it. Right. So let's move on. Let's go back this way a bit. I've not ventured all the way through the redwood, believe you me. There's so much area that I've, even though it looks as though I have on the map, that is not the case. It's because I've flown higher than the trees and it's just opened up the map, right? So yeah, you're going to be need probably, if you want to do it old school and not use that that sink, you know, the bucket in the sink to get your water, you'll need to be somewhere near a pool of water or something for your vegetation, if you want to get a greenhouse made up or something. There you go. Here's another area here. It does sort of like raise up over that way, but like I said, areas that look as though they're not quite flat can easily be flattened out by stacking your foundations. But just bear in mind, the more structures you have, the more chance of the odd bit of loading lag you might get when you sort of like go away from your base and then come back. But there you go. I think this was maybe the area that I was thinking about, where you had pretty good view. If you just stand, you know, just about here, look at that. Now my view distance is on Epic, I believe. Let me just double check. View distance, yep. So I can't get it any better than that. But it looks pretty sick. You got all the redwood in view there, and all those dinos down there that want to wreck your day. And like this little shit here, this one here, he will steal from you. So anything you've got in your last slot, he will rob it from you. So I would strongly recommend carrying some like berries or something in it, because I think that's what they need to tame them. So yeah, that sort of like flattish area continues all the way around here, and I do believe up there is also quite flat too. So you could have like two tiers, a lower tier and an upper tier. But we didn't get this flat area. Well, I'll say it's flat. Let me just go a little bit higher. I wasn't getting this lighting issue the other day when I was flying around here with Diz. That's the only thing that used to put me off on the center map. You had that lighting issue on there and I didn't like it at all. Okay, that's not really flat. And there are good air. Oh, what's that bit over there? That's got like, see that bit directly in front of us there? Look through the doors. It's got a pool of water over there. I don't think I've been over that far. Let's go and have a look at that area. That looks quite nice. You've got a few drops. Oh, actually, look at what we just found. Oh, somebody's already building here. Okay, so this is... I'm wondering about what's the other side of that. Let's have a quick look to see who it belongs to. You can usually check with the old lookout glass. Obviously not this time around. Okay. Oh, they're allied with us, whoever it is. I just see a name pop up there in blue writing. I can't see the name. Let's just pop out a second. Now this should give me the name of who it belongs. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's because I've got the chat and what have you turned off. So it's probably not going to show me. Come on, get me in there. There we go. There we go. Get back on it. Anyway, yeah, I didn't actually see this area the other day. This looks pretty nifty, pretty nice, pretty good looking. You got your Yeah, you're pretty secure away from any bad shit that's going on down here. Oh, there's a... Oh, I must grab that drop. It's got a ring around it, look. Oh, yes. Always collect the ones that's got a ring around it. Just make sure there's nothing here that's going to wreck my day. Some terror birds over the other side. But I'll definitely grab this drop. I've not actually seen a red drop with a ring around it for quite some time, actually. Right, let's land here. Let's get a bit closer. Can I access you from there? I can from there. Couple of saddles. Well, we'll take it all. Might come in handy at some point. Easy pickings. Oh, hey, sorry, the English Viking. Sorry, mate, I didn't see you pop in there. Well, welcome to the stream and chat, buddy. Right, so that other area was over here. Is that got? Oh, this one's got a ring around it as well. Let's grab this one. So the redwood might be the place to be for the ring, for the drops with the rings around them. Are we going to get wrecked here? I'll get it. Oh, they're they ascendant. Yeah, we'll take those. Thank you very much. Whoa, shit. We don't want to jump off of there. No, 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 no. Right, so this part I thought was part of the redwood, but it don't look as though it is. But we're going to go and take a look at it anyway. There's an RG spawn area here, which is a good sign. I do like my RGs. I think I may have told you that earlier. Oh, they're Carnos. So there's a Yeti or Yachty or whatever you want to call them. There she is down there, look, or maybe a he. Yeah, when they scream like that, if you're too close to them, it will send you and your dino off in an area, well, in sort of like some kind of direction that you've got no control over for a short time. So this is probably not a very good idea to build around here. It's a shame. It's a nice lake. There's a yellow drop over there. Has that got a ring around it? By the time we get there, no, we won't bother with that one. By the time we get there, it probably have disappeared. But this is the place for Uties by the look of it. Ah, that one got wrecked. I'm not sure. I'm pretty damn sure you can't actually pick these Uties up with Quetzals. I'm going to try it. Oh, she's going to scream. No, we got the Carno. That's quite a high level Carno as well, I think, isn't it? Level 200. No, so you can't pick those up with these. But anyway, let's get back towards the redwood. At least I know now where those bad guys actually spawn. I mean, there's 2 or 3 of them that we just saw there. And you're going to need 1 or 2 of those, I think, to go down to the bosses. Have a look down here. Water is always a pretty good sign. Again, still not had any cats jump out at us yet. These trees as well, you can actually... Oh, something just dragged me off it. Get away from that door. Okay. There we go. Get rid. What was it? Oh, it's that frigging thing there. Those particular animals, I can't remember what they're called, but they burrow in the ground, and they will pop up now and then and say hi and drag you off your mount. But as you can see, it couldn't get to me because I'm enclosed. All I wanted to show you is the fact that these logs are actually hollow. If you look down there, and it's big enough for us to walk through or even fly through. So you could actually block off each end of one of these and just build in here if you wanted to. It's getting a bit small. It's getting a bit tight now. Can we get out the other end? Oh, indeed we can. So there you go. This is a nice looking area though. I ain't got a clue what direction we're going at the moment. Another flat area here, is it? Oh, here we go. Oh, somebody's already... Oh, here you go, Deadballs. Somebody's already made a start on a tree house. So this is what you can build. And as I said, if you've got trees that are close enough to you, you could put, let's just say, another tree platform on here and put a small bridge from one platform to another. Oh, there's actually nobody in here. Let's have a look, see if I can see who it belongs to. Owner of Tribe of Ziggy. Oh, so it's one of our guys. One of our guys own it. Okay. Don't know who that might be. And you've got a good metal supply behind them there, look. Crystal. And there's probably obsidian there as well. Yeah, black rocks there. Nice one. So they're set up there. But you'd have to have yourself some big ass balls to get out there. So there you go. That's a tree house in the making. All right, let's just have another quick fly around down this way. And I would seriously like a Thylaco to jump out at me. I'll tell you what I will do is, see these doors, you can set these up to switch to manual, so now it won't open. So if something did pull me off now and I accidentally kick backwards, they'll not be able to get to me, or shouldn't be able to get to me. Right, give me a bloody cat so I can put this frigging thing to the test. Nice big ass lake out here. Not sure where that see these lakes, they might, because that is bloody deep. That is a deep ass lake, so that could very well lead up to the underwater world, if you like. Myself and Mick, we've been down there once or twice, just gathering the odd black pearls. Almost got wrecked once or twice, but we survived it. We're here to tell the tale. Now this, I believe, leads us out to quite close to our base. Is what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly show you the aberration side of this thing, because as you know, aberration, you weren't able to use flyers like RGs, pteranodons and things like that, but on here you can. The rock drake is not in as yet anyway, I dare say. Oh yeah, and the other thing is, if you want some of that, what they call it, angular gel or something like that, just get a Quetzal and do this. Just kill these jellyfish and there you go. Oh, biotoxin, angular gel, where did I get that from? And this stuff is exactly what you need to craft these bad boys, these shocking trank darts. And you saw how easy that was. As long as you've got a Quetzal or something like that, that's got a nice long neck, you can get to them. We got another level on our Quetzal. Let's put a bit more on melee damage, I think. Right, so yeah, let's go down to the old aberration, the entrance to the aberration, which is just down this way. That island is where I started off. That's, well, actually it was that one there where the blue drop is, but I set up a small little base over there temporarily. I think it's been taken down now. So if you get to those two little islands and look over towards the green obelisk, which is there, to the left of that, just follow the river, if you like. Keep on following. Yeah, there's no kitties today, babe. No, I dare say we could probably find a kitty cat. We just go back to that scanner and we'll find out where they are. And I sometimes like using that machine, especially if I'm after a particular kind of dino, but I do like the going out there and searching for yourself, you know, where these dinos are. There's an alpha megalodon in there. He can stay there. Yeah, so the scanner, it's ideal for certain things, but I don't want to use it all the time. Right, so the entrance to the aberration is just over here where that pteranodon is, and that bronto, and that other pteranodon. So just here. I'll show you the coordinates for it in a second. I'll just hover here. So if I bring up my GPS, so 3857, that's where the entrance is to the aberration world is. I've got a teleport down here. Yeah, that's another mod that we use, is the teleports. Come down here. Go. Well, so when you come in, go down in to the left, and it will bring you down here. And there's a lot of crazy ass dinos down here, so just be careful. I was after a Ravager, which is like some kind of like really horrible, nasty dog, if you like, with big floppy ears. Yeah, and I came down here. I thought, oh, there's one. I'm going to grab one. But he grabbed me, took me off my ride, and wrecked my day. It does get a bit dark down here, guys, because yeah, I think that was their whole idea of the game. Oh, that's just loading lag. That is. See that little birdie just there? Let's wreck him. And yeah, gather as many of these tech dinos as you can. I would strongly recommend. I mean, because then, I mean, you get that element dust. Now, the way that we've been finding it easier to harvest is to make yourself a, oh, what do they call it? Chainsaw. Try and not. See, now I've hit it there. If I were to harvest that just with my Quetzal, one bite, and that's all I get on the left hand side there. But if I was to use the chainsaw, I would probably get like nearly close to 100 of each resource. So let me just bring up the old Quetzal. So I only got 14 element dust from that. I got 23 oil, 18 metal. I think that's basically in a bit of meat there. As you can see, it's quite dark down here. I could not find oil veins, if you like, so I was actually quite lucky to come down here, and I thought, well, what's that rock? It's got like a black shiny surface on it, and it was an oil rock. So if you find problems getting oil, come down here and you'll find one. And if I remember right, where I've got mine is on it might be over here or up there maybe. It's been over a week since I've been down here. The rock that I put mine on was on sort of like a slanted, sloped kind of rock. I can't remember for the life of me where it is, but I will show you eventually sometime soon. Oh, thanks, Mom. Thank you. So I'm just having a drink of tea. Not really got much sugar in that. Yeah, thank you. Right, so where was I at? So yeah, you'll find some of these platforms will have those particular rocks on. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll teleport to that. My teleport thing is in there, so as you will see, there is a ton of freaking teleports already down. And the one I've got is called oil. And again, it's down here in the old aberration side of the map. Man, it's freaking dark. You know why that is? It's because it's. I think it's because it's dark, outside kind of thing, on the above world. But I haven't got a torch. I could really do with a torch. But anyway, I don't think anything really spawns up here. Yeah, you can't see shit here, can we? Way too dark. But this rock here, here's one here. Look. You'll see that it does have like a little black, slippery kind of looking surface to it. Oil is key as well. I mean, you're going to need plenty of that at some point. Oh, that's an ascent. Is that the one that I've done, or is that another one? That might have been one. Oh yeah, I think I've updated that, upgraded that on the workbench. So yeah, here we go. Click on that. There you go, 113 oil, and I think I've managed to gather sort of like just over 1,000 with an ascendant pick oil from this particular surface. And as you'll see, it's sort of like it's just floating there. Like a little floating mini island, if you like, as you can see. Fly all the way around it, you'll see. But this is the aberration side of the map. And as it's too dark, I probably won't show you too much of that. We will, as I said earlier, I think we will build a base down here somewhere. Once I've, you know, explored the map a little bit more. Because as I said earlier, even though it looks as though my map is totally open and I've explored every area, I haven't. I mean, there's only a certain amount of area that I've explored down here. And this, believe it or not, is not too far from the entrance, this platform. So yeah, we got a lot of exploring to do together. And if you want to be a part of that, don't forget to hit the old like button for us and subscribe if you're new and want to see more. And don't forget to share the old videos and leave any comment that you like. And as I said at the start of the video, there's probably a lot of you that know an easier way of doing things. If you see me doing something that's a little bit, nah, he's doing that totally difficult, I wouldn't do it that way. Yeah, give me your suggestions and I'll follow them. There you go. You can see that black oil node there now to my left. By my left foot. You can see it there. Yeah. There you go. Anyway then, guys, I think I'm going to have to call it a day there for today, as it's Sunday. Dinner time is here, almost. But again, I want to a big apology for the lack of videos over the last week. But I did, in my last video, mention that that I was going away on holiday, and can I actually see myself through the glass, through the looking glass? No, I can't scroll out while I'm in here. Look, that's not right, is it? I am tied to this chamber. So yeah, I did say that I was going away on holiday, so there probably wouldn't be any videos up, and I didn't have anything pre-recorded to keep us going. So yeah, so big apologies for any of you guys that didn't actually see that last video and hear me mentioning that. But anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you. You carry on with your Sunday, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now. Love to you all. Big bye bye.